Welcome to the Whovian Wire podcast, in which we go through each episode of Doctor Who, and after watching it, we yap about it, because we're both Doctor Who nerds. This is Josh, and I am Alan, and today's episode we are focusing on is The Parting of the Ways. Wow! The series one final. Aye, it's a big one. It's a juicy one. It's big.
It does hit hard, even after what, like 20 years, 21 years.
Yeah. It's a go big or go home situation. This is it.
Yeah.
End of a era for Christopher Eccleston. Crazy. Right. Anyways, yeah, we should just get into it because I have got a lot of notes written down. Watching this episode took like an hour and a half because I had to keep pausing it to write down the notes. So don't say I don't put any effort into this podcast. Right. So we start off the episode after the cliffhanger of the Doctor saying, you know, Rose, I'm coming to get you. And then the Daleks like panicking, like, and then him hanging up. So the Daleks in this episode start with it, she interrogating like Rose, like saying, you know what the Doctor would do. You know, like, you know, what's his planning. And the Daleks then detect that the TARDIS is like flying towards them. So they get the missiles ready and Rose is like, no, you can't do that. The TARDIS don't have a defense. Which, before I continue, I know they do end up having a defense, which Jack implemented, but does that mean the TARDIS can get destroyed?
Yes.
Because like
it happens in Journey.
It does happen in Journey's End, but
Journey's End,
isn't that because it's been switched off or something like that? Or am I just yapping?
No, that's because that is because it's been switched off. It's switched off Jack's implementation.
Gotcha. So you're
saying... I was
saying...
also gonna come up with something else.
Go on.
But missiles? Why? It doesn't seem very high tech.
What you wanting laser shoot pointers, like laser shooters?
Yes, I wanted lasers and beams.
Easy now.
Like their weapons.
The budget was tight.
You know what I mean?
It was probably very
they went with CGI missiles.
Hey, it's a good shot. It's a good shot.
It did. It looked good when they they're both flying into each other.
So yeah, that's how the episode goes. So we see the TARDIS flying towards him with like Jack and the Doctor, like, you know, and yeah, we do see an awesome shot of like the TARDIS and the missiles like flying into each other, and it's like, okay, now this is epic.
But yes, the TARDIS can get destroyed.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Well, it could.
It could
have been. I think every enemy thinks the Doctor's way too smart, so why fight him while he's in the TARDIS?
But let's be realistic.
Isn't it made of something like real? That's actually really like it's Time Lord engineering, ain't it? So
what, TARDIS? Yeah.
Yeah. So then, like, wouldn't it be heavily defended anyway?
I mean, you would think, but
like some of that needs those type of missiles because I think it's a special one, ain't it?
Yeah. To be fair, let's be realistic. The budget was never big for Doctor Who, so the Seventh Doctor were never going to have to see the TARDIS explode. So maybe it didn't need a defense back then. Even though the Doctor makes out like, you know, nothing could break through these walls, you know, and they've tried. So it's a bit like, but a missile could. I don't know. It's a weird one. I don't know. It's a weird one. It's like, I don't know. The Doctor's literally like says to Rose in the first episode, what, I can't remember exactly what he says, but it's something like, nothing can break through these walls. Someone has tried and failed in that first episode.
I think he just says people have tried and they've always failed or something.
So it just feels like a missile is a bit.
Another little thing, Journey's End, or whichever what the first of the two-parter is.
Stolen Earth, I think.
Yeah, the Stolen Earth, yeah. When it's all switched off, it's just wood. He says, oh yeah, it's about as like defended as, I don't know what he says exactly, but it's somewhere like, oh yeah, it's basically just a wooden door then.
Right. Okay.
You know, when the whole thing is switched off. So which means if it was something else that wasn't a wooden box, disguised as a wooden box anyway,
yeah,
would it be a lot harder to get through? Do you think?
Like a house.
If all the lights.
No, yeah. No, I know what you mean. Yeah, I mean, surely then. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I think we're thinking way too into something what is never going to be explored. So it's a bit like I don't know.
No, this is what's going to get explored now that we've said it. Like Rusty Davis or
Yeah,
the next show.
he's going to watch this
He's
one
watching
podcast
this.
episode and be like, right, nah. We're proving these guys wrong. We don't make them look like fools. Right. So, no. Anyway, so. And then,
back to the.
yeah, we'll get back to the episode. So, we see the TARDIS and missiles fly into each other, big kaboom, but then the TARDIS is unfazed, and Jack's like, okay, the exploiter, whatever he's used to put up defense around the TARDIS has worked. So, yeah, and it doesn't even leave a scratch on the TARDIS. And then the TARDIS then begins to land around Rose and a Dalek, like it materializes around them, which is a cool shot. Like seeing the TARDIS like land on you and be able to.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then you just see the Doctor like standing there, like slowly fading in, but with a Dalek about to exterminate, and it's like, Rose, get down! And then
The thing is, Dalek is shocked. He's looking
yeah,
around.
the Dalek's like, what the fuck is going on? We've never gotten inside this box before. Is this a fucking spaceship? No, but
You're on the inside.
Oh my god! My greatest foe has better technology than me. Yeah. So, anyways, and then the Dalek like tries to exterminate the Doctor. The Doctor jumps to the floor, and then Jack pulls out the weapon he got from last episode and shoots the Dalek. What does he do with that gun? Because he didn't use it in the rest of the episode. Then
It's junk.
Oh,
he says it straight after. He just says, "Oh yeah, it's just junk now."
is it literally just a one-time?
Because
use?
he used all. Yeah.
Oh, did he put all the power in it? What only was used for like small. Okay, got you.
Yeah. So.
Right. For some reason in my head,
one hit wonder.
For some reason in my head, for years, I always remembered it being different. I always thought the Dalek shot.
This is what I thought about the whole android situation. I thought it was always there. I thought he used the weapon on the android.
Well, yeah, but like this, I always thought he somehow like got the Dalek blast to dodge, like bounce into the gun, and then him use the blast to shoot the Dalek. For some reason in my head, I always pictured that. So, but it just hits a wall of TARDIS and moves on.
That seems a lot more complicated than Doctor Who needs to be.
Well, I don't know. It's the only thing what seems to destroy a Dalek is the Dalek's gun. So, and the droid apparently.
Then again, didn't the Daleks just like upgrade Earth so then it is their technology? Hence, he was able to make the weapon because it's their technology. So it's it's their weapon against them.
All right, fine, maybe. Right. Anyways, so yeah, so pretty much, yeah. TARDIS, not TARDIS explodes, but the Dalek goes kaboom inside the TARDIS, and then the Doctor's like kind of looking at it in a bit like despair, and we get some more information about the time war here. Like, it's been sprinkled throughout the series, but we do get some more information about the time war now.
Quick question: what happens to destroyed Dalek that's in the TARDIS?
Got pushed under the rug. I don't know. I don't think we see it.
That's just a rug somewhere. That's got a destroyed TARDIS.
I don't know.
That's just been there the entire time through like David
just pushed it. Yeah, just pushed it over the railing, and we're like, we'll deal with that later.
Later never came.
Just a rotting dead corpse of a Daleks is just implementing the TARDIS now. But yeah, so
I did like the shot of the dead Dalek, the fleshy inside. I did like that shot.
Yeah,
because it's all destroyed. It seems very.
It's a good. Yeah, it's a good prop. It's put some effort into
good
it.
Prop.
Good prop. Good prop. Props to them. Well done. Anyways, so we get to a bit of a serious note because now the Doctor's talking about the Time War, which Jack is like, I thought that was just legend, and then the Doctor's like, no, I was there. And we hear about how the Daleks went off to fight a bigger war, which ended up being the Time War, and it was a fight between the Time Lords and the Daleks in pretty much the creation of everything was at stake. Like it was the war of wars, you could say. If the Daleks won, everything's fucked. If the Time Lords won, everything's slightly less fucked.
Still fucked, but so
just a little bit like, you know, like Time Lords are not the greatest people, but the Daleks are worse.
I mean, you'd rather have the Time Lords because they kind of stick to themselves, don't
And even like Chris Eccleston, well, Ninth Doctor did say, like, the Time Lords would have stopped things like the Vanishers from happening. Like, they was actually doing stuff to keep time.
They were like the time police.
Pretty much, they pretty much was. They were keeping everything in order, pretty much. But yeah, and then the Doctor's like, the Time Lords died, but we took the Daleks with them. So at the time, it was worth it, you know. Yeah. The Time Police sorted out the big criminals. But obviously now the Doctor's like, well, I guess it was pointless. But then he immediately cheers up and is like, right, wait, let's go outside. Let's go meet the neighbors. So he steps out of the TARDIS and yeah, the Daleks immediately start to try and exterminate the Doctor, and it's like bouncing off the invisible bubble, well, the bubble protection shield, what you want to call it.
Extrapolator shield.
The extrapolator shield, yes. Sorry. I don't want to sound nerdy, but, you know, if we insist. Right.
Okay, right. We literally call ourselves Doctor Who nerds in the...
Okay, touche. Oh, actually, before we do continue,
what do you mean?
To be fair, before I do continue, though, I do want to just quickly brush over, like, the writing and, like, performance from Russell T Davis's writing and the performance of Christopher Eccleston talking about the Time War. I think it's like some fucking good script writing going on there, and like Chris Eccleston's performance about it is brilliant. Like, I don't know, where did Russell T Davis lose that? I just feel like there's nothing been like that in recent years.
I don't think it was just Russell T Davis. I think I don't know how to explain it. It's just he lost his spark. And I think with all the money that came in, like with the BBC, like being able to put more money into it, because, oh my God, Rusty is coming back with all these new viewers. Whoa. David Tennant has brought viewers back. They probably thought.
I think that's the thing.
He probably thought he was too big to fail.
I think that's the thing. I think Doctor Who, even though I want it to be a fucking Star Wars fucking level show with a brilliant budget and good story, I think it struggles to ever have a big budget and good story. I feel like Doctor Who works best on a shoestring budget. Some of its best stories are the budget episodes they did to save money. So
I do want them to re-release like episodes. Say like the very first episode, re-release that with like the high CGI budget.
When you say first episode, do you mean the Ninth Doctor? Or do you mean the 1963?
Ninth Doctor, yeah. Ninth
yeah,
Doctor.
They could definitely work on the Neclophine. That but CGI was a bit questionable.
Yeah. But then again, that was the very first episode.
Exactly, yeah.
And they didn't know what they were going to do.
If they could go back in time and use the raw footage and implement a new one, would they do it? Probably not, because let's admit it, they don't want to spend millions on revamping the entire show. Would be awesome, but
say like the Lazarus projects. When I even bring this up even when I'm playing DBD, but it's like it's decent CGI with VFX and all that, but it's not the best.
It's a weird one because like the Lazarus project does have like, I think it's because they tried to put his face on the thing.
Yeah.
It's like, do you know that the Mummy film where they put like Dwayne Rock Johnson's face on like a scorpion?
Oh, yeah.
Very famously known for being shit. I think it's because CGI just struggled to put faces on CGI, like a human face on a CGI monster. Like,
the hardest part to animate is the mouth. because of like all the different
Exactly.
buckles, that thing.
Exactly. So trying to put it onto a creature and make it look somewhat normal, I think it's still probably as hard today, to be fair, to do. But I don't know. And again, remember, Doctor Who literally, well, back in the 2000s, you know, when they actually used to pump out episodes every year, it had what, maybe an 8-month development cycle in between seasons. So it's not like we had a load of time to work on it, on top of every other thing they're editing and stuff. So again, they don't have fucking Disney, fucking Star Wars, fucking 1,000 people working on it, you know, kind of situation.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. And when they did, they just gave up on the story writing and were like, hey guys, look at us. We can make big boom.
I like the intro. The intro was good, I think.
Oh, the intro, it can be brilliant. But to be fair, I think the intro's always been good.
I didn't like
no, Jodie, yeah, no, they tried to be quirky, but that's not a budget thing. That's a design choice.
I also didn't like Peter Capaldi's at the start, but then like my brother was like, well, he's still traveling through time.
It grew on me even though it didn't feel like a vortex.
Yeah,
the TARDIS wasn't going to be flying through. I can see the vortex in the background. Sorry, anyone who's listening and not watching, Josh has got Doctor Who on in the background, like playing, so I can just see it on his TV. So if I do randomly get distracted, that's why. But no, yeah.
It's like we're talking about the vortex. I mean, it literally comes up in the background.
But like that's a good vortex for 9th and 10th Doctors for anyone who's listening.
It is.
It feels real. It feels like a real vortex, and it is because red means future, blue means back in time. Mwah! It works. It's like, and we literally use shots, and we use shots in the episode of it flying through that vortex. You never see Peter Capaldi flying through the vortex where it's just a clock, you know, because it wouldn't work. I want it to look like a physically raw. I want it to look physically like the vortex what he's flying through, not. Yeah.
What about the Shooter's vortex with you know, when he's defeating?
That's Sutek.
His first season.
Sutek.
Yeah, Sutek.
I think it's good. It's a bit too bright and colourful for me, and a bit too cloudy. Not cloudy? Was it clouds? Like a purple cloud effect on it.
Yeah, I don't think it was fully a vortex, because
I was just saying
he was ripping the skin out of it. Like Sutex was able to rip skin.
Oh yeah, it was like
I'm just playing random
yeah, it was like he was like doing like a against the vortex in it.
Yeah.
I'll just say this. I'll just say this.
The death fog.
Right, I'll just say this. The best vortexes. No. Do we make a video on this?
We can elaborate on another video.
We'll elaborate maybe in a video in the future, but I will say I think the best vortex is Series 4.
There's a difference between each one.
It's not really a difference. It's just got better fucking music playing. because for Series 4.
This is how you're gonna do it. This is how you're gonna do it with all like the different tier lists.
But yeah. I think I think the vortex what is used for Series 1 to 4 is still phenomenal, and I think it might be the best one. But Series 4, they get the theme tune of what it's been playing, and they like make it a bit more like dun dun dun. Like I don't know, but like almost electrify it. Like I don't know, like they make it more hyper. If that makes sense.
I mean, the one thing I did like with this whole like the whole music is when Peter Capaldi's playing the guitar and.
Beethoven's Fifth,
and you can still hear it. I remember you mentioned this one playing DVD, but I might as well.
No, trust me, I get like when talking about it. It's just like he's in the TARDIS, breaking the fourth wall, by the way, and it's like, and some like he said something about like, and this is what Beethoven's Fifth actually went like, no, and then it like does a fucking, and then goes into the vortex, and it's like whoa, and actually they actually, you can hear the guitar going when that intro's happening in that episode, which is awesome. Yeah. Which is awesome. But we'll get back a bit because
we'll get back
to the episode because with what again, maybe like 2 minutes in. We keep doing this every episode where we get like 15, 20 minutes into recording and we're like 2 minutes into the episode. Right. What we on? Oh yeah, I was complimenting Russell C Davis' writing, and then somehow we started ranking vortexes. So yeah, the Doctor leaves the TARDIS, and the Daleks start shooting at the extrapolator. Extrapolator.
Extrapolator. There
Yes,
you go.
Shield. Yes. For which
I'll be honest, I kind of forgot the name, but you know.
For which then the Doctor's like, you can come out, and it's all right. He says, it's all right, you can come out. That force field can hold back anything. For Jack then to say almost anything, but then the Doctor just like turned to him. But for the Doctor then to turn to him disappointed and like, yes, well, I wasn't going to say that. Thanks.
What is that almost anything, do you think?
I mean, I bet it has a breaking point, but I don't know what it could be. A Dalek blast is quite a powerful blast, so the fact it's not getting destroyed from that is impressive. It didn't get destroyed from missiles, so...
Yeah, but is the missile stronger than the Dalek blast?
I don't know.
Then again, different things have different like ways of damaging.
Yeah, and to be fair, like a Dalek blast, like if you get shot by a missile, you're gonna die. If you get shot by a Dalek blast, you're gonna die.
I mean, it got hit by a Titanic.
And it caved in. It caved in. Yeah, he turned off protection for 1 minute for some reason.
And your plot convenience.
Generally. But then he immediately just like fixed up the that was a weird situation. Like, how did that even look?
I think if it happens in the TARDIS, he can just reverse the whole thing.
Right. Because like
reverse time and kind of
Right, well, we'll leave that for actually that episode. We'll leave that for that episode before without discussing it. So when we do get to that, what? But yeah. So Jack's like, almost anything. So the Doctor's like, well, I'm gonna fucking say that, mate. Fuck you, man. So the Doctor then goes up to the Daleks and like, so how did you guys even survive the Time War? From which we hear from the darkness, they survive through me. For then we then get, oh dear, we then get to see the Emperor's Dalek. Wow! You can definitely tell Doctor has a budget now. To be fair, I think this episode's good. It looks good.
The whole thing is, I'm thinking the whole thing was just a wooden structure just to go off before they put the CGI over it. The only thing that was probably is actually there is the actual creature.
You think?
The Dalek creature. And it's been puppeted because it does move. Which is easier to animate. Like, all you need to do is like fix up a bit of little things. But every time it talks, you can just push something up underneath that you can't see.
Well, anyways,
that's what I'm thinking. I haven't seen behind the scenes. I kind of want to watch Doctor
Who Confidential. Yeah.
Oh, is it Confidential?
Yeah, but that's the first version. Yeah.
But then it's unleashed for this new.
Right. But so anyways, so the Emperor then talks about how like his ship fell through space but somehow survived. For which the Doctor interrupts it by saying, "I get it." But then all the Daleks to be like, "Do not interrupt! Do not interrupt! Do not interrupt!" And over and over again. And then the
teacher's pets.
For the Doctor to say, "I think you're forgetting something. I'm a doctor, and there's one thing I can do is talk. I've got 5 billion languages, and you've no way of stopping me. So if anyone's gonna shut up, it's you." And he like turns around.
It's a good line.
It is.
It's a good line.
But it's the fact that he turns around at the Dalek, so he was like telling them to shut up, and they gently back off. Like a Dalek was not meant to have fear.
What are you gonna do? He's just gonna run over and fucking smack it.
Like smack it with metal. Like Wait, what? Yeah, but I just love the fact you actually see the Daleks like just like back off, like you're
also
gone.
With the extrapolator shield, how is it shielded? Like, is it an orb around the TARDIS? Because they're able to move further away from
without the Daleks being inside of it.
Yeah, like where's the center of it? Because it's meant to be an orb or something, ain't it?
Yeah, you would assume it's like a bubble, but why is there a perfectly aligned path where they can walk around?
Yeah,
without
It
the
just
Daleks
doesn't
being
make,
inside of it.
unless it's like now that
Maybe it
the Emperor's
follows,
talking.
or maybe it follows where the Doctor and I don't
Maybe.
know. I
I
don't
mean,
know.
it's psychic into it, so
I don't know. It's a weird one. It's a weird one. But yeah, I guess that's just a continuity error on their behalf, probably. So yeah, I just like that line where it's like, "Shut up," and you generally can tell with fear of the Daleks, even though they're not meant to have fear. It's like, okay.
yeah, they've got that little bit of it, a little bit of fear.
So then we also then get to find out that how the Dalek Empress kind of like rebuilt his entire army is by using dead humans from Earth. So Rose is like, wait, so you're half human? And then they all start like shouting, blasphemy, blasphemy, like, like saying like how that's not, that's horrific. And the Doctor's like, you guys shouldn't know what blasphemy is. You guys shouldn't feel that. And he kind of like comes down to the conclusion of like, you guys have gone insane. Like, you've spent hundreds of years, or hundreds of thousands of years hiding away in darkness to a point where you've gone insane. You've made a cult. And it's like, and then the Doctor like, then just leaves after saying that, like, damn, you guys are going crazy. Let's leave. So then we get like the Daleks shooting at the Doctor again.
He does say that like a Dalek that hates itself is more dangerous.
Oh, it's the most dangerous thing in the world because a Dalek, yeah.
Exactly.
If you hate yourself, a human who hates himself is dangerous to the world,
Yeah. Super.
If you don't care about what you're gonna do bad things, aren't you?
Yeah, true.
So a Dalek. So yeah, so the Daleks leave. No, the Doctor and the gang leave. The Doctor and the gang leave.
No, the Daleks leave the end.
Right. Good end episode. The Doctor was a therapist, told him they were all a bit crazy, resolved their problems at the end. No. So yeah, so the Doctor gets back to the TARDIS and like you hear them all trying to exterminate the TARDIS and like he shuts the door and like leans against it. It's like, oh, this is cool. This is cool. Like because you still hear the blast and like the Doctor's like processing it and it's like, and again, episode, it's cooking. It's cooking.
It's cooking.
The pacing's already going brilliantly.
A little bit of breadcrumb.
Yeah, a little bit. But
I'm gonna do that. Is just get like a bit, get some toasty, like toasted bread, and just a little bit of breadcrumb right there. Take off cameras. Go,
no, but then you're just gonna complain about being covered in crumbs the entire episode, and then at that point, just have a Greg sausage roll. Just at least it was worth the crumbs.
I don't like Greg's sausage roll, if I'm honest.
Yeah, I don't have enough Gregs to actually defend it, so.
I prefer other stuff. Greg's sausage roll, I think
it shocks me that you don't like it, but.
It's, no, because like how it is half of it I like, and then the other half. Like I get halfway through and it's like, you know what, this is pretty good. Take another bite. I don't like it.
You're like people with like protein bars where it's like everyone makes out like the first bite of protein bars like, oh my god, this is amazing, this tastes brilliant, I'm just gonna eat this. And it's like second bite, oh my god, this is why am I forcing myself to eat a 10-pound chocolate bar? Anyways, yeah, so the Doctor then gets back to Satellite 5. It's just called Satellite 5, isn't it? It's not called anything else. I think it's still Satellite 5, isn't it?
I think it's still Satellite 5, yeah.
And we get told that the Daleks are immediately heading towards Satellite 5 now. So the Doctor starts like rummaging around the cabinets, the
back of the machines.
Yeah, with all like the wires and stuff in. So and like so like they're all like talking, like saying what we're gonna do, and the Doctor's like, I think I could make a delta wave, but casual but then casually he's comes down to the conclusion he could build a delta wave by saying like, but a wave this size, building this big, brain as clever as mine should take 3 days. For which the Doctor asks like how long until the Daleks to get here, where he gets told 22 minutes and he's like and then immediately like smiles and gets back to work. I love how big his ego is. Like, I love the Doctor's ego, where he's like, a brain as big as mine. It's like, but again, it's deserved. He's got a big ego, but it's an ego deserved. You know,
It's like when David Tennant's like, I'd call you the smartest man in the room if I was in the or something.
again, literally
Something along that line.
again, not yet 2 minutes ago, 5 billion languages he's learned.
Has he learned them, or is it the
That's
TARDIS?
No, because the TARDIS goes into the Doctor's head to translate for companions. Hence why when the Doctor's asleep next episode, those don't get any information back whilst the Doctor's asleep.
And
then when he wakes up, they hear it.
Spoilers.
But no. So because again, the TARDIS is like a telepathic thing in it. So the Doctor being awake kind of. I mean, this is what I believe. Unless I could be wrong, but I think that's my theory of why the TARDIS doesn't translate unless if the Doctor's awake. But I could be wrong.
It does seem right.
But still,
but you have to be in the TARDIS for it to happen, because it doesn't happen for anyone else unless they're near the TARDIS. Because in the Planet of Dead episode, the Doctor's there, but the companion of that episode, she's not.
The thing is, I feel like that episode's meant to be a bit like you're viewing it through the companion's eyes instead of the Doctor's. So I think you're meant to see the creatures, doing the whatever they fucking do. Sorry guys, you just hear me try and speak fly, but or whatever. But I think it's meant to be like from a point of like, the Doctor just randomly appears in the episode. You don't know, well, you do know who he is, but to her, she's one trying to take charge, and he's offering people, his Easter egg. So that's but that's how I see it. I see it as like she's seeing the Doctor understand these creatures, but not actually know, because he does speak back to him, doesn't he? In that episode, I'm pretty sure. But again, this could be wrong. This is a very loose theory. It might have literally just been phoning that he knows 5 billion languages, and we don't really want to talk about it again.
Name all 5 billion of eyes. I don't believe you.
It's more of a fact. How would you learn 5 billion languages in 900 years? Like, let's be realistic. To learn one language, it probably takes like a year. Granted, he's fast, a learner, and a fast reader, but still.
Does he even know his own age?
He does until Matt Smith. Matt Smith is the one who says at one point you lose count. He's like, I think I'm 1200, but I could be wrong.
I think.
Not too sure. I know Peter Capaldi's 12th Doctor says he's 2000, I believe. And then that's like the last time we've had an age update from a Doctor. So we don't actually know how old the Doctor is. And don't bring in the heaven sent, he's billions years old. Is he fucked?
No, I was going to say, is it different in years when it comes to...
Maybe mentality. No, but even still, he forgets about that. He forgets about it. Like, even though he's doing it for billions of years, but not that physical body, he's still getting his memory.
No, not that. It's like, we humans, we count like years as like the sun going, like the Earth going around the sun.
We're a time traveler.
What if it's different for Gallifrey because he's learned them all?
It's possible.
So it's more time for him with years.
I wish
they're still using that kind of thing.
I do hope we get an age update soon though, because like again, we still think the Doctor's like 2000 years old, but he could be older, he could be younger.
He's billions. He said it in the 60th anniversary.
Billions?
To Donna. Yeah, he's like billion. He went, I'm billions of years old while he's walking to the Giggles thing, the Giggle place.
Does he say that? I just don't think that's true though.
Yeah, he does. Which means he remembers, because he keeps on going off what the stars aligned and all that, because the universe is expanding, so then like the stars are getting further away.
Yeah,
so then he knows that it's been billions of years since he's been trapped.
But his body wouldn't survive that long.
Hence why he keeps regenerating. Not regenerating, he keeps calling himself.
We are talking about Heaven Sent, aren't we? Or Hellbent?
Yeah.
Well, it's not. I thought that's like a past version of a Doctor. It's just that the place stays in the same place. It's almost like the Doctor's mind more than.
No, Why I think it's like a different dimension kind of thing. I think it's like with
Right.
the TARDIS. We were like when Rory enters the TARDIS, he goes, "Oh yeah, it's a different dimension." And when which the Doctor kind of admits that, and it's like, "Oh, it's not that good when someone actually knows."
All right, fair.
I think it's a different dimension that actually goes off like the similar laws of
Yeah.
expansion. So then he is age. His mentality is aging. So he counts it as aging.
Right. Okay.
His body's not aged because he's cloning the same cells each time.
See, sorry guys, but these are the questions we need to ask. We need to expand the Whovian lore.
Then again, he clones his dying cells. They're still, and then those cells become like the new cells. So technically, he's still aging. They're just his cells that are dying, and so they've been brought back to life when he gets cloned. So technically, he's still aging through those billions upon billions of years.
I'm gonna say let's post it note until we watch the episode again. It has been a few years since I've seen that episode, so I don't want to say.
Really?
I think it's been a few. I'll say a few. Knowing me, it's probably like a year, but it feels like a few. I don't know. I don't remember last time. It's been a while since I watched Torchwood, so again.
Oh yeah, I've only seen Torchwood once, and that was last year. That was 2024.
That was your first time.
Only time.
Shit.
Didn't have access to it.
Fair enough.
So
No, fair enough. Fair enough. I mean, I can't.
But there is a question with Miracle there. That takes course over 6 months. Why is Matt Smith? Because it's during Matt Smith's era. Why is Matt Smith not like there and never seen it?
It's a good point. But this is that actually gets brought up in. Is it Torchwood about like how everyone talks about the Doctor, but then he doesn't show up? I think it's brought up in Torchwood, isn't it?
It maybe is, but even then, I saw Who Coach also bring it up. And it's like, where is?
But there's moments like the war between the land and the sea. Sometimes the Doctor wants to just like sit back and be like, let this event happen because the human race is meant to go forwards.
He says this about in Aliens of London.
Exactly. He says, I'm not going to intervene. This is
like alien.
Yeah. Like, it's
right, let's get back to the episode. We've actually hijacked a shit ton.
Yeah, sorry everyone.
It's been about Doctor Who.
It has.
It's been about Doctor Who.
We're doing better than the Invincible side plot we went on at one point. So I'll take this as a win.
We're about to finish that one point.
I'll take this as a win. So, anyways, Jack. So so the Doctor's like now building the not hive mind. Hit. What do you call it? The Delta wave. So yeah, and then they all pretty much Jack's like, right, I'm gonna go prepare the ship because they calculate that the Daleks can enter on floor 439 494, something like that. Yeah.
Because the top from 495 to 500, it's isolated and can't be accessed.
So he gets the crew who was working in the room with doing all the news channels and right, grab guns. We're going to try and stop the Daleks from getting to the Doctor in time because, again, he's only got 22 minutes to do 3 years worth of work or something like that. Was it 3 years? No, wait.
3 days.
3 days. Yeah, sorry. 3 years sounded too long then. I was thinking the Doctor's good, but it wouldn't take 3 years. Yeah. But yeah, still, 22 minutes to do 3 days work is fast.
3 days to refine it.
Yeah, well, yeah, because,
because he does build it.
He does. Spoilers, everyone. Right.
I doubt anyone who's watching this is actually
if you're watching Doctor Who through this podcast, well, watching it, imagining Doctor Who through this podcast, that's an interesting way of watching it. So it's your fault for getting spoiled. Yeah,
we're getting a lot of hate now because people actually
oh fuck you, we were watching it through you. Why?
We trusted you.
All I do is put some still frames on a screen. Just watch the episode. Right. Unless if you don't want to pay a TV license, then fair enough. So Jack goes up to the Doctor and Rose and pretty much says goodbye. He's accepting that he's probably gonna die. He knows the Daleks. He knows how dangerous they are. He knows the Doctor's only apparently got 22 minutes to make this Delta Wave machine, so he knows it's probably fucked. So he's good, like saying goodbye, and he leaves, and Rose is like, "What? It's gonna be fine. We're gonna live through this."
He thinks he's fucked because he knows that he's going to get killed by Daleks, but
Exactly.
he doesn't realize that the Doctor has to kill everyone. Everyone.
Yeah. Like, this is the thing. The Doctor's like, well, he's a very sneaky man this episode, isn't he? So, so Jack goes to floor.
Very sneaky indeed.
Jack goes to the floor with like 100 of the contestants who didn't leave the ship. I think it's everyone who were like demanding money and stuff, wasn't it?
No, it was the shuttles. There was the one guy, but then there was the shuttles.
So that's just the shuttles. Ah, right. So it's like a Titanic situation. I got you. Who builds a ship without enough fucking evacuation pods?
The Daleks.
The Daleks. They knew this was coming. So the Jack goes down to that floor and is pretty much like, you guys all need to like shut up, or the Daleks will find you and kill you. Then there's one man like, here saying that's bullshit. The Daleks have been extinct for years, and like Jack's like, well, when you hear us all screaming and dying upstairs, think about it. Tell me the Daleks don't exist or whatever. And he even gets some volunteers from that floor to come help the fight by saying,
yeah, because there's one woman who does actually get some proper lines later on.
Yeah. Even though Jack's a bit sneaky with that, as she says later on.
I reckon Jack thought.
To be fair, he's probably never fought a Dalek, has he? He's heard about them, but again, I bet to him it's the same as like the Time War. It's a legend. The Daleks are just a legend because they went extinct for a bit. Well, was extinct. So he's heard about them, but the contestant heard about him.
It's 195,000 years after his time, properly. Because he was part of like the 51st century.
Yeah.
So even then, like, and they're meant to be extinct
at that point
for ages.
Yeah, so
they're meant to be extinct at the 200,000 point.
Yeah.
But
so probably the most Jack's ever found is like a scrap of a Dalek from being like a time agent and selling that kind of shit off to people. But still, yeah. So he kind of warns him in like, if you all stay quiet, there's a chance you might live. Well. Unless if the Doctor does something later on. So it cuts back to the Doctor and Rose, then stripping wire. And Rose, is hesitant to ask, but then she's like, why can't we just go back in time and warn everyone? But then the Doctor's like, the second the TARDIS lands in that second, I become part of the event stuck in that timeline. Which is you can't undo time. It's like it's one thing holding Doctor all together, or it can just become a messy shit show.
Father's Day.
Father's Day. Yeah, literally, it's like, bros, why don't we do that? It's like Father's Day. You saw what happened.
You fucked around and found out.
Fucked up and found out. But she does then say, "Oh, I guess I thought that anyways." But she tries to like, yeah, I kind of knew that was gonna happen. But then we hear a noise do a ding or something like that, and he's like, the Delta Wave has started to charge, and runs up to the laptop and sees how long it will need time to charge, and then he just immediately becomes really disappointed and just doesn't. Buzz is like, how bad, and the Doctor just seems really down. And then he just gets up with excitement, Rose, Tyler, you genius, and says, "We can do it. If I use the TARDIS to cross my own timeline, I'm assuming he means he could expand how long, increase time it takes to charge. Well, no, shorten the time it takes to charge by using time travel. I think is what he means."
I think he's taking advantage of Rose.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, no, but I think he's still going to yap about it as if he's knowing what he's talking about. So, anyways,
yeah, he's a great. He'd be lovely to have on this show.
Yeah. So he runs into the TARDIS with Rose and is like, right, Rose, just hold that button down, and then he's tampering with some settings, And it's like, right, I'm just going to go outside and like charge up the thing and then I'll come back in. So he runs outside, all enthusiastic, and like immediately just like the segment door shuts, like just turns around morbidly, points a sonic screwdriver at the TARDIS and pretty much makes it. What do you call it when the TARDIS disappears? Is there a thing called not evaporate? No, materialite.
Disappears. It just said disappears.
I don't know. Yeah, he sends the TARDIS away. He sends the TARDIS away.
Back to her time.
Yeah, and Rose at this point immediately can tell something's not right. The TARDIS is going without the Doctor. So she's like, "Can I let go of the button, Doctor?" And she like runs up to the door, but the door's locked. I think the Doctor locked it, with Sonic or whatever. And it's like you can hear her bashing on the TARDIS and being like, "Doctor, no, no!" And you know what, he's done it because after he saw how long the Delta Wave was going to take, he immediately became down. He probably knew what the Delta Wave were going to do, so he already knew that he needed to try and find a way to send Rose back home.
Yeah.
And yeah, so she's banging on the TARDIS doors, going through the vortex, when all of a sudden, Hollow Doctor appears, which says, I put it all in one quote just because I think it's important. "This is Emergency Program 1, Rose. Now listen. This is important. If this message is activated, then it can only mean one thing. We must be in danger, and I mean fatal. I'm dead or about to die any second with no chance of escape. And that's okay. Hope is a good death, but I promise to look after you, and that's what I'm doing. The TARDIS is taking you home. And I bet you're fussing and moaning now, typical, but hold on and just listen a bit more. The TARDIS can never return for me. Emergency Program 1 means I'm facing an enemy that should never get their hands on this machine. So this is what you should do. Let the TARDIS die. Just let this old box gather dust. No one can open it. No one will even notice it. Let it be a strange little thing standing on the street corner over the years. The world move on and the box will be buried. And if you want to remember me, then you can do one thing. That's all. One thing. Have a good life. Do that for me, Rose. Have a fantastic life." Hologram flickers, stares at Rose, and disappears. It's a good quote. Well, quote thing. It's wholesome. Tearjerker.
Did he record it?
Yeah.
Yes. I think the TARDIS manipulated the whole
where he looked
head
at
turning
Rose.
thing.
I don't know. Yeah. Could he just predict that Rose would probably try and go up to the hologram and
Yeah, but stand in the exact place.
I guess the TARDIS could do that to manipulate. Like the TARDIS has in the future episodes created holograms of companions which were looking at the Doctor when he was on the floor in Let's Kill Hitler.
More looking at the camera, wasn't it?
Was that? I'm not too sure.
I swear, they use the pose, the ones that are on the box sets or the posters and the advertising where it's just doing that pose and it's just looking at the camera.
I mean, perhaps
because they're wearing their signature outfits in that as well.
Okay, I mean, maybe, perhaps.
But I think it's the TARDIS manipulating the whole the hologram to look at Rose, and even then, the voice goes from being holographic to real.
Yeah, but overall, it's a lovely moment. It's sad that the
Doctor Who isn't actually meant to be analysed this intensely.
I know this deeply. It was meant to be a wholesome. The Doctor looks at those, smiles, and disappears, and we're like, hearsay, this is bullshit. The TARDIS did this on fault. The TARDIS did this. He would have never known where she was. But no. So the TARDIS
he is that smart. He protected the banana and the gun. So maybe
he has that potassium in his system after the banana. He knows what he's doing. He
does know.
He does know what he's doing. So the TARDIS lands back in modern day London, and you see Mickey running towards the TARDIS. I love this. I like that Mickey now knows what TARDIS sounds like. To everyone else, they hear this random noise, not a thought in the world, but now he knows. Even next episode, he hears the roaring of the TARDIS and knows that she's back. So, yeah, so he runs
the the same thing in 2 episodes. How could they?
How dare they? Again, Rose has Mickey wrapped around her finger. Because remember, in Boomtown, he just walks away, really not like pissed off at Rose, and like that's been brushed off now.
No.
Yeah, Rose is looking for Mickey.
Yeah, but he's pissed off at Rose.
Yeah, and then walks away, and then this episode when he runs towards her,
I think isn't it more supposed to be? It was probably connected to more with the what was it, with Rose being the perfect companion. Maybe Mickey had more involvement, and so it was kind of be resolutioned.
This might okay. I do need to say something. I don't know how far into the development of this series the perfect companion thing got scrapped. So
yeah, it could have been very early on, but like the thing is,
it's a brilliant concept, but we don't know how much actually was removed from that idea.
Yes, but still, it's like, why is he suddenly now back to being all nice?
Yeah, it's a fair point.
There is some of that is scrapped, and yeah, it's probably nothing to do with that episode, but it's still
there's some that happened because unless if it's just some continuity error, he should still be a bit miffed off her. Where this
also,
episode,
how much time has passed since it happened?
I don't think long. I think again they've taken the egg back to the Savine egg. A flash of light happens and immediately wake up in the room, Big Brother thing, and then what that episode takes place over an episode what takes place over an hour, 2 max, and then immediately goes into this episode. So I generally think it might have been a day for Max at like how long Mickey was home.
That is not enough time to get over
That's not enough time to walk away from Rose pissed off and then to hear the horn of a TARDIS and immediately be like
she's back.
She's back. So, but then again,
take me back now.
Then again, though, the TARDIS has always been a bit off with its timing, so we don't actually know what date she got sent back to. We know it's modern day-ish, but
I reckon it's been probably more close.
It can be a few weeks. It can be a few weeks. You know, like the doctors was probably like taking her home, not a year, but probably was a bit like fucking. Let's just throw. When was this episode airing? Like, let's just say throw June in or something like that, and land her there. Because again, it's as long as it's not another year, a few weeks isn't bad.
But I also think it's been a week because Mickey had no right to get pissed off at the end when Rose went running for the doctor.
No,
he had no right to get pissed off because the whole world is cracking open.
Like, why didn't he go with her? Like, wouldn't you literally
when he got home, I'm thinking, well, after obviously a good night's rest, like, he probably thought about it, and over those days, he probably thought, you know what, he had no right to be pissed off. But then again, still, there's no like, we should have had something in between to show.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a continuity error or something that did get cut in production, but I feel like he's too. We know that he's like fallen for those. Even though like he probably does despise her at times. Again, he does still love those. I think.
I don't understand Mickey. It's because like he still calls her babe, even like when it's way at the end of Doom. Like, how is it? Is it Doomsday or the other one before?
What does he say that in the Cyberman episode?
Yeah. He's like at the end of the first part, he goes, "Oh yeah," like he calls her babe.
Does he?
Oh. Yeah, I think he does. I could be chatting horse shit right now, but I thought he said he calls her babe.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Again, only a few episodes away, guys, until we can talk about it, I guess.
Give it like another 3 months.
Oh, that's bad. Yeah. A month and a half, maybe. It's midway through series 2, isn't it?
What way calls her?
Yeah, are you not talking about Age of Steel and stuff?
No, I'm talking about when he
comes
back from that alternate power.
Right.
When he comes back and like it's the whole Daleks and the Cybermen that came back to their
got you.
and like he's got the gun in his hand and he's ready to protect Rose, and he calls her babe.
Right.
Which then is like thrown out because they've had a falling out over this whole in Boomtown, and then there's also him staying in an altered reality after saying, "Whatever we had, it's long gone," because she's in love with a doctor.
Right. Okay.
And yet he still calls her babe.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No.
It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, actually, yeah, you make a good point. We'll get to that. Well, the Mickey character development building is a weird one. So anyway,
it's good, but then at the same time, it's up and down. It's up and down.
So anyway, we'll get back to the episode because we went on like a Mickey tangent for like 10 minutes then. So Rose does break down to Mickey.
It's not as bad as the other one. It's not as bad as the Vortex.
No, that was bad. Do you know what's even worse? Is I've noticed that we're approaching the end of that episode in the background. And that's where we started talking about Vortex. So this is going to be a long episode, folks. I hope you enjoy. So anyways, let's continue on that note before we see the next episode playing in the background.
Wait, what's playing at the moment?
It's literally the end of that episode where they're like, doing the click thing. Yeah, where we're doing the click thing. Okay, honestly, by the time we finish this episode, she'll be watching her part in other ways. Right, no. So, anyways, Buzz breaks down to Mickey, and then it cuts back. Yeah. So then Jack asks Buzz to read some codes out for him because he still thinks she's on Satellite 5, and the doctor's like, she's gone. Oh no, he doesn't actually say that. No, Jack says, "You sent her home, didn't you?" Or something like that.
They make a joke about she's taken a week and then like.
Oh no! Oh yeah. Oh no! Doctor says she's not here, and it's like, oh, it's a bad time to be taking a leak, but tell her when she gets back. And like, but then Jack kind of like figures out, oh, you sent her home. He knows that the Doctor's main priority is keeping her safe, which I'm a bit miffed off that he didn't then help Linda out.
Can't send Linda back to that time.
Well, could you not really?
I don't think so.
Or at least keep her in a TARDIS. The safest
TARDIS
place.
was meant to shut down. The TARDIS was meant to shut down, wasn't
it? I guess. I suppose. I'm not a fan of it, but I suppose because Linda is Linda was a sweetheart. I would have loved her as a companion. I think. I genuinely think she would have been brilliant.
Does the Dalek break through the doors and kill her?
No, the glass. What apparently can withstand meteorites, but not a Dalek blast. Because we'll get to that. We'll get to that. Like that's further down in the notes. We'll get to that when we get to it. We then find out that the Delta wave won't only just wipe out the Daleks, but will wipe out all life in its range, which includes Earth. So then the Doctor has this now moral dilemma because the Empress of Daleks like pretty much like, you don't have the balls. but then the Doctor asks like Jack like, would you do it? Would you wipe out all existence to stop the worst threat of because again, if the Daleks do live, yeah, it's that moral dilemma of yes, you would be killing billions, but you're also saving billions.
You're saving trillions,
exactly. And the Doctor's even like, there's probably and the Doctor's even like, there's always going to be human life. There will be human life somehow survive this. Like he tries to morally look at it and be like, humans might survive, but if the Daleks live and I die, history's fucked. It's done. So it's a very fucking hard moral dilemma, which I think the Doctor's only ever had to do once before with the Fourth Doctor.
Another vortex.
Anyone who's listening, there's a vortex on in the background. It's a hard dilemma. To be fair, I think for any Doctor to try and process this, I think this is probably the best Doctor for it. He's just come off of a time war, so he's already a bit like war torn, sturdy skin. You know what I mean? thick skin.
Yeah, I see what I mean.
I think I could be, again. I could be yapping, but then the Doctor then asks because
It's a very big contrast to David Tennant's.
I don't
Because
think David Tennant could do
he's
it.
about to shoot someone for killing his daughter, and then
it is like I never would, it's like he almost killed billions upon billions of people. He didn't, so but he didn't.
He didn't get a chance to.
But
and to be fair,
wait, no, he didn't. No, he has the chance. He just didn't take it. But we'll get to that.
I think it's the whole like them killing everyone on Satellite 5 on the bomb. I think that like made it feel like
So and then the Doctor, because Empress of the Daleks has somehow got the comms still working, so we're speaking to the Doctor whilst like talking about the Delta Wave and stuff, but then the Doctor's like, well, whilst I've still got you company, Bad Wolf. What's all this about Bad Wolf? And then the Empress of the Daleks are like, that is not us. And it's like, what the fuck is Bad Wolf then? Like, you generally scratch your head like, what the fuck is Bad Wolf? You would expect it to be like the Daleks fucking with the Doctor a bit. I was doing something, but yeah, so it's a head scratcher. It's like a what? Huh?
Thing is, and then this is the sort of thing that's never happened like in Shooter's season.
No,
like because there's nothing like
we get the Harpingers, don't we? No, there's the big boss, and we get the Harpingers who are working for the big guy, the big evil, but we don't know who he is. We might never know who he is. Probably the master.
No, not that. I mean, like in the Sutex season, they had Ruby Sunday and Able to Make It Snow.
Oh,
that never got answered.
Yeah, no.
Bad Wolf, even though it has nothing to do with the main enemy, never got answered.
Well, it does get answered.
I mean, no, Bad Wolf got answered.
I'm gonna say,
Bad Wolf got answered. Ruby Sunday stuff, which is to do with the companions.
I will agree. I agree. Russell T Davis was series 1 to 4 brilliant at breadcrumbing. Mwah! Bon appetit. He knew how to like breadcrumb you along, keeping you enticed in the series, and then answering your questions. Season 1 and 2 of Doctor Who from the new era, absolute ass. You can't just make it snow and be like, oh well, everyone's special. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. Even there's no unimportant person on this earth. You don't make it snow. You don't get a random person point at a sign when there's no one watching, and that's just a human being who does that to name their daughter when no one's watching. I don't like it. There's a lot.
Yeah, like how would that person know that the Doctor of all people is gonna go point?
Exactly.
And I don't even think
it's just a normal human.
Did she even see the Doctor?
No.
At that point.
No, that because no, and it just turned out to be a normal 40, 50-year-old woman. I can't. I generally, it grinds my gears, this new series.
We're gonna have to hate rewatching this.
Honestly, but this just shows we're not biased. We're not biased towards Doctor Who. If we don't like something about Doctor Who, we discuss it. It's my favorite show. It's still my favorite show. Like, yeah, I praise it and will suggest it to anyone, but it's not that I will defend it with my life, because I know there's bad episodes. There's bad series arcs. It's just like, well, like this episode. This is why I praise Doctor Who. Because it's good writing, good acting. Exactly.
He's got good.
Well. Brilliant. Anyone for Dodgems is like, I think that won me over the second I saw that.
What the second season in, really?
First season of his isn't great.
It's like the longer his hair got,
exactly. The better it got.
The better
like he got that old man hair, but like the more crazy it went, the better the Doctor was. When it was short, he felt a bit too. I don't know. He shouldn't have had short hair for series 1. I generally think people would have liked him more in that series 8 if he had longer hair.
Yeah, it does seem very like an old guy trying to fit in with a young.
Well, like with series, but then series 10 is the same. An old man fitting in trying to fit in with a young crowd, but it works. It just works. Like He wears like
I love his clothes.
exactly.
Like,
He just wears a
wears
hoodie.
like a hoodie.
Yeah, he wears a hoodie.
Over
Really like
a
chill,
proper nice
really
jacket.
chill clothing, and he's just a legend in series 10.
Yeah.
It's just series 8. I think is a bit of a slugger for him. It's not a great series. Series 8.
I don't know actually.
Exactly. I can barely think of any of the episodes. Exactly.
I think there was one about like the whole trees that like took over Earth that turned out to be inside of a child.
Yeah, and then him saying pretty much on TV, pretty much announcing to everyone, when you hear them voices in your head, don't not like, listen to them. Like, so he's pretty much telling every single mentally ill person out there, listen to your voices, because it could actually be real. I think it got actually slandered, and like a lot of Ofcom complaints was about that episode, because again, he pretty much just was telling all them like 7-8-year-olds who were struggling with like mental health issues, listen to them voices. It's a bad series. I'm not gonna lie, and I don't blame Stephen Moffat for writing in series 8. Again, he was burnt out. He picked it back up for series 9 and 10, but again, when he was doing series 8, he was literally writing series 8 thinking, if I'm not working on this show, it's gonna get cancelled.
Was he also working on something else at the same time?
He had just finished Sherlock, so he again was massively burnt out.
Yeah, from writing.
He was literally doing Doctor Who series 5 to 7, Sherlock 1 to 3 or 4. How many series is there? I don't know.
Doctor was what I heard with David Doctor. That was a rush fest.
Yeah,
was fully rushed as well.
Oh yeah, because they had only
amazing how well it did. It turned out.
Yeah, because it got written by like February of 2013. Written, so not even started filming yet, and it's like, and you got to remember, February just to have it only just written for it then need to come out in November. So that's still shooting, getting everything. And by February he was still thinking that Christopher Eccleston might be coming back to Doctor Who at that point. He was still in talks with Christopher Eccleston. So again, it was a rushed episode. Turns out to be one of the best episodes, but it was a rushed episode. But again, Stephen Moffat was massively burnt out, and then got told, oh yeah, and if you leave the show now, we're going to cancel it. We're going to shelf it. So he also had that on his mind, writing series 8. It's like, I'm literally writing this show, and if it's not me, it's going to get cancelled. So he probably was a bit burnt out. I think series 9 and 10, his creativity goes back up again.
Yeah.
Because I can't really say there's many good episodes in series 8. 9 and 10 I can. Like 9 and 10 have some solid episodes, really good episodes. Some people say some of the best.
I've got to have a look. I've got to have a look at it just to.
Yeah,
that's going to be a good year and a bit until we actually do that.
Yeah, that's a good thought. Right, anyways,
we'll get 3 months per 3 months per season.
Oh God!
Remember, we started this before Christmas.
In December, so it's 2 months. 2 months per season. 2 months.
It's practically 3 full months because we started before
December,
Christmas.
January, and it's the beginning of February. Yeah, 2 months.
It's only because we started doing two parts in the same week.
Well, yeah, but that's gonna be that.
I'm
every series.
I'm still kind of going off like without the 2 parts being the thing.
I suppose, but okay. You guys
anyway, it's going to take even longer because we're now yapping our fucking asses off.
Generally, each episode's going to be like fucking 3 hours long in no time. So anyways, we go back to Rose, Jackie and Mickey in a cafe, and Rose was like talking about like how the Doctor's dying in 200,000 years in the future and I can't do anything. But like Jackie's like, well, I mean, that's quite some time off. Yeah, like
it's plenty of time.
You probably be dead by now. But it's like, she's like, you don't understand. This is happening right now. But like, and then Jackie I think this is like the first time Jackie's actually praised the Doctor. Like she's like, I am thankful for that man for sending you home, because at the end of the day,
like she hates him, but then she says that she loves him.
And to be fair, I think that made her dynamic with the Doctor good after that. In general. I think.
Yeah, they jump.
Yeah, to be fair, because in next episode, it's not like she hates him in it. I know he's asleep most of it, but you know,
she's taking care of him though.
Exactly, yeah.
Well, because he also brought Rose back.
Yeah, it's a good episode, that one. What we're gonna do next, right? So yeah, but she's pretty much like saying the doctor's like actually done a good thing, but then Rose is just like really fucking depressed at this point, and like they're like, but you can move on with your life, and Rose then says, but what do I do every day, Mum? What do I do? Get up, catch a bus, go to work, come back home, eat chips, and go to bed? Is that it? And then Mickey's like, well, that's what the rest of us do, which really makes our lives sound depressing. Like, you generally listen to that whilst watching it after getting home from work and think, oh, literally, I just got back from work watching this episode. And it's like, yep. Like, generally, it's such a fucking depressing quote. Like, and I get from her perspective, it's true. If you're literally going out seeing the fucking stars and galaxies and you're going to all this luxurious stuff, Earth must look like the most boring fucking thing going. But
well, the TARDIS isn't real. Doctor Who isn't real. It's a fictional show, so we can't dwell on it too much.
Yeah, John, we can't go into a crisis because
Definitely
of this.
not. I'm very heartbroken.
I'm definitely not going to go into a crisis. Yeah, no. We're not going to end the podcast and we have a crisis because of that one quote. What are we doing, man? Jeez, Josh. No, but yeah, so it cuts back to Jack, and he gets her inside of a room, which is like meant to be a safe bit of it because apparently it can withstand meteor blasts, and it's pretty much a safe room for her. But she can view the monitor and like see where the Daleks are in the ship. She's kind of like an announcer for people. Like she's like, the Daleks are on floor 349 or whatever, 494 whatever. Yeah,
494.
Yeah.
They're going up, they're going down. No, we don't know where they're going. Maybe left and right.
They're in front of me, Doctor. But then we go back to Mickey, comforting Rose in like a bit of a skate park. I think it was skate park, where she notices the words "bad wolf" graffitied, and she like stands up and goes into the middle, and it's like, no. This isn't. And then she looks up at the wall and it's also covered in bad wolf. Like, a bad wolf is now it's not even subtle. It's everywhere. And then she
I don't think it's, I don't think it's been there for ages. I think it's sort of like the whole chameleon circuit thing. Where you think it's been there for a while, but...
Well, she sends it... Well, this is a thing. Well, actually, we'll post-it note for when the thing happens later on in the episode, and then we'll post-it note back to this, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, just because we're going to talk about the end of the episode midway through the episode. But
it's not that. It's not
no,
that
I don't. Yeah, to be fair, no, I think we are approaching the end. But Buzz kind of like gets to the realization, like, this is meant for me. This is like a sign to go back to the Doctor. This is all about me.
The Doctors are to be like all egotistical, but not you, Rose.
No, yeah, not you. No, he's allowed to be. He's got a big brain, and he does. But Buzz and Mickey then get back to the TARDIS, and she's like, "I think if I can get the TARDIS open, like from last episode, Boomtown," and she didn't say that, but
when she's like, "Oh, yeah, like, when we are sorry for the TARDIS open,
the TARDIS opened up, and yeah, like it's telepathically can get into your head. So she's come to the determination that she could control the TARDIS into getting back to Satellite 5 where the Doctor is. But she's like, but we need to somehow get it open. My brain's blanking now.
Get it open in which they use
Oh yeah, no. What?
She thing is, and then it's this part. I don't like this part because Mickey's like still kind of against her in it because. Oh, what did she say?
He's like, no, because he's like, well, you've got us here because again, he's trying to like, you've got us. Is that not enough? And she's like, no, something like that. It's like.
And she doesn't even backtrack.
No, she doesn't.
No, that's not what I mean.
No, she generally says, no. She's pretty much spat in his face and says, "You are worthless to me." And then Mickey's like, "Okay, I'll go grab the cat." Like he wants to help. He's too fucking
like it's just no. And then like he goes, "Okay," but then there's a bit of silence, and then he goes, "Oh, fine." we're not. I can't see.
know.
Can't let you give up like that. So then,
Yeah, so I'll help or something like that. But it's just,
yeah.
it's so like, mate, you deserve better than this. I get like you're hung up
Go
on.
date Trisha from the fucking shop. Oh no.
You deserve her, but I know, but it's sort of sad seeing him hung up on her. Like, I understand why people do get hung up on
Yeah.
people. It's
We've all been there.
yeah, exactly. It's human nature. Good episode in future, by the way. Sorry, guys, that was a very geeky fucking joke. Right. We get right, so it cuts back to now guards getting set up on the floor where the Daleks will be entering, and the Daleks pull up and they start shooting the Daleks, and then the woman from the floor who volunteered, she shouts like, what does she shout? She's like,
You lied to me.
yeah, you lied to us. The bullets don't work. And then she gets exterminated. It's like, did Jack say that they would work?
Yeah, he did.
That's cold. Like, and because then literally
And
minutes later, he's like, oh yeah, aim for the eyes. Did he tell them that or not?
no, because you can see where the bullets land, and
that
they do
is
not land in the
so-
eyes.
That is so bad. Because literally, I watched that scene
Even
and I'm
then,
like,
bullets won't work anyway because the whole Dalek episode, they're
well,
hitting the Dalek,
but not in the
and it's not
eye.
doing anything.
But not in the eye. It must be like, do you know like how the Death Star apparently has like that one bit on it? What if it gets shot into it, the entire Death Star goes kaboom?
What, the exhaust shaft?
Something like that, yeah. The thing what makes the Death Star explode. Spoilers for
Yeah.
1981. I don't know when that. One of the Star Wars films. Again, I'm not as big as Star Wars as Doctor Who, so don't quote me on say years of that. But do you think there's maybe just like one little pocket where like there's not a shield? Like it's just in front of the eye for some reason.
Is there an episode where it gets? No, wait. I'm now thinking of numerous different times, and one time when I remember the eye does get shot is the Pandora. Is it Pandora opens or is it? Oh, it's the Big Bang. The Big Bang episode. Spoilers, but River Song, she shoots the Dalek in the eye, but this is like when the whole of time is falling apart, and he doesn't have his weapons and all that booted up. So I think the eye's still shielded when the Dalek isn't destroyed.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
I know it does it does a bit. I'm just
because the Dalek is destroyed because it's been there for God knows how long, and then the Pandora opens, and then it powers back up. So it's not fully powered up because its weapons don't work.
Right.
And then River Song, which she has time to charge her weapon and then shoot it in the eye, in which it starts turning.
Okay. The Dalek. I want to have like a full on.
A back, like you want to come back to this and like say, oh yeah, it's not shielded.
Something like that. I feel like I need to see like the blueprint of a Dalek. I need to see everything what goes into a Dalek because okay. I like who was the first like when was the first time we ever saw a Dalek get shot in the eye apart before this episode? Because how did Jack know that the eye would its weakness?
I think he's guessing. I think he's just guessing.
So I'm hearing shit.
No, because like there is nothing. I think the Doctor should have told Jack and should have told everyone because he's encountered the Dalek.
Yeah,
that's been fully healed and fully shielded. Even then, the Dalek and Dalek, it doesn't have a shield. It's just armored up to fuck. And then these Daleks have shields.
But this is the thing, though. I think the Doctor just is fucked with Daleks ever. Like, I don't think. Well, it's the greatest foe, in it. Like, the Doctor just sees a Dalek and thinks, "This is it. This is my death."
It's very plot it's senior plot convenience.
Yeah,
it's just plot convenience because if it did work in the eye, then with how they were aiming. Like they knew how to shoot guns and aim, so clearly they knew how to aim, where to aim.
Yeah,
and it still didn't work. Everyone is dead.
Yeah, to be fair, what that was like aim for the eye. What are you doing?
Genuine. I think he was more
Okay,
scared.
he was.
I'll
He
give
was
it to him.
frustrated. He was upset. He was upset. Yeah, he was upset. But anyways, we're skipping a bit. What actually happens is after the "you lied to us" dies, it cuts back to Mickey in his Mini Cooper, I believe. I think it's like a Mini Cooper. It's a small two-person
Justice for the
car.
Beetle. The yellow
Justice.
Beetle.
Where is the yellow beetle gone, guys? It was an iconic part of episode 1, and it just disappeared. But anyways, so they've got a chain on the back of his car going into the thing, the console panel to lift up. So he revs his engine and like burning out his tires, trying to fucking lift, pull off the control thing. The car eventually does give it out because it just it's not powerful enough. Its horsepower's not great, and it cuts back then to Satellite 5, 200,000 years in the future.
She's right. It's happening at the same time.
Yeah, it is happening at the same time. Like technically, you could say in 1,000 years, what's going on in then is happening now. I don't know. I'm yapping. No. You can't just say no.
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 I kind of I did.
Just you're like the doctor from last episode. No. So then we go back to the Daleks getting onto floor 495, which Jack is like, oh, I like this floor. And we see the droid from the weakest link. The Daleks go into a room where the droid is, and it's like, you are the weakest link, and like destroys all 3 of the Daleks. Then a Dalek comes in and doesn't say exterminate, but shoots a beam. I thought Daleks always had to say exterminate as like a trigger word. In this episode, though, like the Dalek don't even speak; it just fucking.
You can think it. It's all the thinking stuff. No, because that's right. Peter Capaldi episode when Clara's stuck in the thing, she's got to think to get to open it. So I think it's all they just say exterminate because it's probably instinct. But 3 of your Dalek soldier companion people have just been destroyed.
I suppose.
Are you really gonna say exterminate?
I suppose. I don't know.
Are you? And then she became the weakest link.
yeah, she gets destroyed immediately. But then then it comes to Linda watching like where the Daleks are going on floors, and then she sees that the Daleks end up going down instead of up to where the people are hiding in that room, the contestants and stuff who wasn't able to escape. And she pretty much just listens to them all getting killed and murdered, and she's like, she's like, and she tells the doctor they're all dead, like, so she's like obviously distraught at this point. Then it cuts back to like a defeated Rose, and she's like, and Jackie's like talking to Rose about like how, maybe the doctor knew this wasn't gonna work. Maybe it's just time we, give up. we move on with our lives. And then Rose is like, saying, Dad wouldn't have done this. But Jackie's like, I know your father, and he would have wanted you to like move on from this. And she's like, no, he wouldn't. I spoke to him, Mum. I spoke to Dad. That girl you saw in the distance who was with him when he died, that was me. And whilst she said all that, Jackie's like, stop it, because it's an emotional thing to hear. I'm talking to, imagine finding out that you're talking to someone who could time travel and was speaking to someone you lost. It's emotional, but like she runs out. Yeah. I always remember Jackie slapping Rose, but apparently that never happened.
No, you're just remembering all the times that she slapped the doctor.
She has slapped a lot.
Yeah.
Generally, I was literally trying to keep ahead with my notes, and she thought Jackie slaps Rose and runs out with TARDIS, and then I had to delete that because she only runs out and doesn't slap, and I'm like, huh, okay.
Or maybe it was like because this is probably what it is.
Mandela effect.
Yeah, maybe that, or maybe she did, but then it probably got backlash, so then it's edited over. It's like with the Fear episode. The news anchor got replaced. It got taken down.
Yeah, because of some
They found
stuff
him
out.
with a
Yeah,
lot
so
of
dodgy stuff.
stuff.
Yeah, we'll move on from that.
We'll probably go. It'll probably be a fun fact.
Fun fact: do you know this episode was based around terrorism? God, I can't believe I said that about. Was that London, Aliens of London? Wasn't that actually inspired from that? That's
World War III. World War
horrific.
III.
Jeez.
God.
But yeah, but then the Daleks get onto the last floor, and with like Jack and the crew, like, you know, all like loaded up with guns, and now Jack tells them to aim for the eye, not the people getting killed on the other floors, and
Save the best advice till last, you know.
but yeah, so it's like everyone who working like the new channels and stuff, and like telling them about the eye and keeping it weakest points. Then it cuts back. There's a lot of cuts again, guys. If a doctor's not with a companion, there's got a lot of cuts. It cuts back to Mickey and like Buzz, and I think Buzz kind of getting to the point of accepting that she might need to just give up. And then we just see a mega van, like a truck, pull around the corner.
No, it's because like Mickey, it's because she is about to give up, but then Mickey's like talking to her. And she's like, "We just need something bigger." And then he just sees her, and she goes, "Need something like that."
We need something like that, and then just Jackie gets out like, "Right, you've got until 6 p.m. and throws the keys at Rose."
Right, the TARDIS isn't powered down, and it takes granted, yeah, it's a more powerful vehicle, but still a human vehicle to rip apart the TARDIS.
Yeah,
the TARDIS console.
I mean, in theory, no, but the TARDIS is at that point powering down, isn't it? I don't know.
It's not fully because like
it was probably for plot convenience. They needed to find a way to open it up. They wanted to do like the mini car guy struggling.
I would have thought like she kept on just. Well, that's what she does anyway.
But then again, the TARDIS is alive, so did it kind of just decide, I'll open up for you?
Fuck it.
Because again, the TARDIS does actually kind of know what's going on.
Yeah.
So maybe it did literally like, I mean, you guys are barely tugging, but I'll open up for you, just this once. Everyone gets one.
Barely tugging.
Well, yeah, I don't know, again. But yeah, so they get the truck and pretty much like that, that's gonna open up and catch it. The crew then opens up fire on the Daleks, and they actually get a hit on the eye, and the person who hit the Dalek in the eye celebrates and gets shot, and the guy who loves her, or like, sorry, just before that scene, he's like, well, maybe after this we can go for a date. And yeah, so it's going to be the romantic love story where she hits the Dalek in the eye or something like that, celebrates, gets exterminated. So the guy is like, puts his arms over the railing and starts like free firing. He's pissed off, angry, sad. So it's understandable. But pretty much everyone in that room, apart from Jack, gets killed. It's one Dalek gets actually blinded, but apart from that, yeah, it's still.
Oh, did it actually work?
But the Daleks is literally like panicking, like I don't know what it says. It's like I can't see, or something like that. It does work. Like you can shoot a Dalek in the eye, so it does make it useless to shooting. And then we do get
again.
We then do get the sad scene of Linda, like because the Daleks go up to the door where she is at and tries to get in, but then the doctor tries to comfort her and be like, no one should be able to get into that room, it's protected, and like, it should withstand anything. And she's like, okay, I guess that makes sense. And then she I don't know what makes her realize, but she turns around and just sees 3 Daleks hovering outside the glass. And you see not awesome scene, but like I just find it fun that you don't even hear the Dalek because it's in space. So you just see the lights of the exterminate.
It's that feeling that you're being watched, like you can feel someone watching you behind you. So you end up looking behind you.
You would be shivering your timbers. You would be shivering your timbers, wouldn't you? But I just love that you just see the lights of it staying exterminate, and then just the glass breaks and I don't know if
It's
she
such a
dies.
good detail.
Yeah, I don't know if she gets sucked into space and dies, or if she gets exterminated.
Well, you're going
But
to get
yeah,
all the frames for it. So
that's
you'll
true.
find
Yeah,
out.
yeah. And that's a fun thing for me to do when I'm editing this like 4-hour long episode. No,
It is actually getting to 2 hours by this point.
oh
I don't
god,
know if like you're going to keep it in, but
no, yeah.
it says 1 hour 47 on the call thing.
Yeah, it's gonna be a
But I
long
don't know if
episode,
that's
guys. I
all the
hope
time. That's also including time I've just been
that's
in
true.
Discord on my own.
That's true. Well, yeah, it's gonna be a long episode by the way, guys. So if you're enjoying this,
It's part of the ways. It's a
yeah.
big finale.
It's not expect all finales to have us yapping this long. Like, let's just be realistic. Like, if it was a half an hour episode, you know it's a bad final. And trust me, when it comes to the end of time part 2, Doomsday, the sound of drums. There's some good. Actually, sound of drums is meh. It's all right final.
No, I still quite like it.
Yeah, it's not as good as like these finals.
It's just the Doctor becoming a little gremlin.
Yeah, and then becoming a
And
god.
And then becomes a god in the same scene.
Oh, Jesus. So yeah, Linda dies, and then it cuts to Jack being like the last person standing in like the hallway just where the Doctor is, yelling at the Doctor like, "Finish this thing and kill him!" Like he looks badass as well, firing his gun like, "Doctor, fucking fill me up and kill him, kill everyone!" Like, again, that's the plan of the Doctor, is just kill everyone to kill all Daleks, and then it then goes back to Mickey driving a truck now, still struggling to. It's not opened up immediately. It's like he's still like, and like Jackie's like, push it further down, like pedal to the metal. Yeah, pedal to the metal. Is that the saying?
That's the saying.
Yeah. And after
I'm acting like I know everything here. Like I don't even. I actually don't.
I believe that. Yes, I assume that's correct. No, but yeah. So after a while, the TARDIS does actually give way. Panel opens up, massive like chain breaks off, and then Jackie like screams, I think like Rose, and then the door slams shut, and we see that Rose is now looking into the heart of the TARDIS. TARDIS starts to materialize to go
materialize.
Is that it?
Ah, that's the word. Yeah, it's materialize and all that shit.
Woohoo! Right,
not just disappear, it's materializing.
So yeah, okay, it's fine. It dematerializes out of the space and goes towards the Doctor. But obviously she's still getting all this energy pumped into her head. Like she's now connected to the TARDIS. And then now it cuts back to the Doctor where the Daleks now pull up into the room with the Doctor. He's now gotten the Delta Wave ready. Impressive to say for 22 minutes work. You got to give him that, or maybe half an hour after getting on to the floors, but still, it's impressive.
They chose to go down instead of up, which then gave him more time.
Well, I don't know if it's the same Daleks. What went onto that floor is on the same floor as him.
I mean, yeah, there's a lot of Daleks.
They might be spreading out on the ship.
Even then, like, it's still happening all different times because Linda's telling everything that's happening. She would have said, "Oh yeah, some are going up, some are going down."
That's true. I
think they all went down because they realized, "Oh yeah, there's people still on the ship. Let's go kill them."
Yeah, let's just be ruthless. Let's give the Doctor some more time about that Delta Wave. But then the Empress of the Dalek is like now speaking over the Doctor as like they've surrounded him, and it's like pretty much like he's kind of bluffing the Doctor by saying coward. No, what did it say? Coward or killer? And then the Doctor tries to push down on the button, like he's like, you can see that he's heavily trying, like willfully to do it, and he's like coward any day. And it's like, okay, I respect that, Doctor. I accept it. So he pretty much accepts his death. He's like, am I going to become one of your angels? And the Dalek's like, hell no, we're exterminating you.
Wait, did you miss the big... Is this when they're in the room?
Yeah.
Did you even say when Jack died?
Oh yeah, Jack dies. I might have skipped over that note. Jack dies. Very heartbreaking, very sad scene. The Daleks say exterminate, and he's like, I could have guessed that, and dies. It's a badass way to die. R.I.P. Jack.
Is he against the door of 500?
Just a wall, I think.
Is there a big man? Is it just a wall? So
Just a
says
wall.
floor 500.
Yeah, I think so.
Right.
And it would have opened up when they went into the room, and his body would have just collapsed inwards. But anyways, bleh, you've knocked me off by saying, "Did you skip Jack's death?"
They're surrounding him, and he
surrounds him. Yeah, he says, "Coward any day." And pretty much he's accepting death. Literally, he closes his eyes, accepting to be exterminated. When we hear the TARDIS materializing, now the Doctor's flabbergasted as much as the Daleks are. Like, he's like, oh. And then,
well, that's not supposed to happen.
And then the TARDIS lands, door swings open, and we see a massive light, like an orange light, rushing out the TARDIS. And then we see Rose standing at the doorway with lights in her eye. She's pretty much the Time Vortex. I don't even know.
Personified.
Yeah, she is the bad wolf.
She is the big bad wolf.
She is the big bad wolf.
And all those all those breadcrumbs, they've become a full loaf of bread now.
all them breadcrumbs we saved over the 13 episodes can finally put together for one slice. But yeah, and then the Doctor's like, what have you...
Each season is just a slice of bread.
It's just a slice of bread. Sadly, by the time we get to series 10, a lot of it's mouldy. But the Doctor's like, what have you done? And it's like, and Rose says, I am the bad wolf. I create myself. And then we see she looks up at the Bad Wolf Corporation and she's like, I take the words and scatter them in time and space as a message to lead myself here. And then the Doctor like tells us she needs to stop this. The vortex is going to kill her. It's going to burn her like head out. She's going to die. And then she does go on a bit of a tangent about, I can't remember. I didn't write it all down. But she pretty much ends up immediately just destroying all the Daleks. Like, she's like, I bring death, and just immediately just like wipes her hands, and like all the Daleks in the room die. The Empress of the Daleks is even like saying, you can't kill me, I'm a god. And then you just see him screaming, dying. Like, so she kills all the Daleks. Like, yeah, it's very, would you say it's a quick wrap up? I don't know. I think it's deserved quick wrap up. It's quite a powerful thought.
She's the god.
It's quite powerful.
She's got a god complex right now, so she's able to do all of it.
She can literally see everything from the past and future, everything going on. She's again, it's killing her in the process. And then, the Doctor's like, you need to stop. Like, this is too much. And then she's like, but I bring life. And then we see Jack get resurrected.
See, that wouldn't have made sense if you missed over his death.
Well,
what would you do without me?
This is why I'm important to the show. I told you about us chickens. Right, well, everyone thank Josh. The big plot just would have been missed at that point. So yeah, but then the Doctor gets up and pretty much says, "Oh yeah, doesn't it burn you out seeing everything?" Because he probably sees a lot of it. He's got a big brain. He's got a lot of weight of the universe in him. But then it's isn't it tiring? And then there's he goes up to her and it's I think you need a doctor, and kisses her. I don't know if I don't know about the kiss with the 9 from 10, 9 from Rose, to be honest.
I mean, it sort of works.
It works in favor because the kissing and the vortex energy is going into him through the kiss.
But then even after they finish kissing, it's coming out of her eyes into his.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not fond of a kiss just because I don't feel like their dynamic was ever romantic.
It wasn't that far.
No. But then we get a fucking beautiful score from Mary Gold, which I think is just playing the Doctor's theme. I think it's just called the Doctor's theme.
It's like that weird whistling, like
Yeah, it's like
choir, high pitched choir.
yeah.
I think that's the. Is that the Doctor music? I thought it was like some sort of like the Bad Wolf music or something.
Was it? I don't actually know now. But yeah, it's a beautiful score. Look up the Doctor's theme or something like that, and you should be able to hear it somewhere on YouTube. It's a very nice scene. I'll look up the scene itself.
I'll just go on Spotify.
Yeah.
I'll go on Spotify, you'll find it.
Yeah, so then the Doctor then puts all the vortex energy back into the TARDIS. He's like, yeah, he just so he doesn't have to kiss the TARDIS. He just
He just starts confessing the wooden
yeah,
walls.
he just comes up to her like, I think you need a doctor. Yeah, so we then see Jack get back up and like go up to like the dust of the Daleks, and then you hear the TARDIS start to dematerialize. So he's like, oh shit. And he tries to run back, but before he gets back, the TARDIS is already gone, long gone.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then Rose wakes up in the TARDIS and like is like asking like what's happened. She has no memory of anything what happened until like before the car. What was the last? I can't remember the last thing she said she saw, but she was still on Earth talking to Jackie or something like that. Like she,
yeah,
like
but
she's
then
not.
She says, "No way, I was in the TARDIS," and then
Yeah, well, and she's like, I remember singing, and the Doctor's like, yes, I sung a song, and the Daleks ran away. But whilst he's saying that, he looks down at his hand and he sees like some regeneration energy, and it's like, oh shit, and then the Doctor's like, then proceeds to tell Rose that it's a bit dodgy this process. You never know what you end up with, and then I don't know what it is, but what shoots out of the TARDIS, because like when he says it's a bit dodgy this process, you never know what you end up with, someone like shoots out of the TARDIS like and does like, and he gets hit and like stands back, but I don't know what that is. Do you know? Because he's already regenerating, so I'm a bit like, what's the TARDIS shooting at him?
No, I don't. It might be just somewhat quick, because I think the TARDIS knows that it's a very painful process.
Yeah.
So he's trying to speed it up so then he can regenerate quickly.
Maybe.
And move it on. Then again, the episode's reaching its limit, well, the time limit, so they kind of want to wrap it up very quickly.
That's fair. So, anyways,
it could be just setting your plot convenience again.
But anyways, so he gets shot, and then Buzz sees he gets shot from whatever that is, and he's like, Buzz like runs towards him, and he's like, "Stay back!" And he's like, "I've exhausted."
Are you sure he came out of the TARDIS and not come out of him?
No, yeah, it shoots out the TARDIS console. Hence why Buzz gets shocked by it. But then the Doctor's like, I've absorbed all the energy of a time vortex, and no one's meant to do that. My question is then, why isn't Rose dead? Yeah. Tell me that.
No, I actually saw this online. Because she had it for a short amount of time because she had it immediately traveled back.
Yeah, but so did he.
We don't know how long she was out because we're going off the point of view of what Rose sees.
Yeah.
Apart from him obviously putting the regeneration energy in, she's passed out. But from that point where they get taken and leave, we don't know how long he's been there.
But he's already got. He don't have the energy in him either because he gave it right back to the TARDIS. If anything, Bill's had it.
Maybe he was still dying. That's what that final shot was as well. Yeah, just to give it the final push.
Buzz had the energy in her longer than him. I don't know. I know they needed to find a way to kill the Doctor. I get this. I'm just a bit like, it's not like he took more of the energy in because it's the same what she had in her, and he's dying for it, but he isn't. I don't know. I'm a bit skeptical about it. I don't know. Again, maybe it's just like maybe we didn't expect. Yeah, maybe they didn't expect two yappers to talk about it in 20 years' time. So,
but the thing is, we're not the only ones who've talked about it. Like I said, this is coming up online because
yeah.
it doesn't make sense.
Yeah. So
And
anyway,
yeah, there is theories to explain it, but there isn't hard facts.
And then I've kind of just like pulled up the script because I think this entire bit is quite an important part of the episode. So it's like every cell's in my body is dying, and then like Rose is like, "Can't you do something?" And then the doctor's like, "Yeah, I'm doing it now." Time Lords have this little trick. It's sort of a way of cheating death, except it means I'm going to change, and I'm not going to see you again. Not like this. Not with this daft old face. And before I go, and Rose is like, "Don't say that." And the doctor's like, "Rose, before I go, I just want to tell you, you were fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. And do you know what? So was I." And like he smiled at, and I think that's a fucking beautiful fucking way to have a final regeneration moment. Like he smiles, and then pretty much like golden light, well, regeneration energy bursts out and he regenerates. Like we'll finish it off and then talk about that quote because yeah. So he regenerates and you know, flames, regeneration effect looks a bit iffy, but 2005, we'll allow it. Also,
they didn't want to destroy an entire TARDIS.
And also, but first time we see like an explosive regeneration. We never see the classic Doctor Who never had like a regeneration what bursts out at you like that. But I think it's the best version of regeneration. I think it should look like that.
The beam that shot into him. I don't fucking know.
The beam. No, but yeah, I like that.
Eureka moment. It was the beam.
That changed his course of DNA to make it always explosive regeneration. No. But yeah, I like that regeneration effect. I think the golden light bursts in regenerations are like, I think that's regeneration at this point. I don't want it to ever go back to like classic Who regeneration. I think they've nailed it on the head with like how it's done. Apart from shooties. I don't like shooties, but that's a different story.
How come with almost every other regeneration, the TARDIS gets destroyed? And then, so this one, it progressively gets more and more destructive. Because it's this one, which is, there's nothing that gets destroyed.
I think the main reason, I think why they do it is they wanting to make it feel like a very climactic end. Like, you got to remember, End of Time Part 2, they were getting rid of that TARDIS. And Stephen Moffat had already gotten a new TARDIS in. So they could destroy it if they wanted to on the scene. 2, it's the end of Russell T Davies and David Tennant on the course of Doctor Who. They wanted the regeneration to feel like a big, powerful exit. And yeah, I think that's why they do it.
It's just the only thing is like it gets more and more explosive. Like
it does, yeah.
Not that
not
much.
Too bad. David Tennant though, fucking hell.
Destroyed, and there's lava rising up, right? And then Matt Smith destroys an entire Dalek.
Oh yeah, his regeneration energy is insane. But granted, he had just been given 12 regenerations worth of regeneration, so he probably had a bit of a boost of regeneration in him.
And then
Peter Capaldi's his explosive,
the TARDIS, and then the TARDIS like collapses and makes him fall out. Geordi is the only safe one.
Yeah, steps outside.
Steps out.
Is that better?
Steps out. We don't destroy anything. It just blasts off into the air.
Yeah, and then Shooties. I don't like Shooties. He goes into middle of space, but that regeneration doesn't even look like he's regenerating. Why is it shooting out his chest but not covering his face? I don't like that.
No, it's covering his face because like then.
The beams are like shooting out of his chest, so the camera might look like it, but it's never actually like coming from his face. Look, watch it after this. Honestly, it's
no, because like it does it in this one because you can see like the change with like.
You see you can see the energy going around him at that point. In the Shooties one, it's almost like the light's just shining over his face, but not going around him. Watch it after this, and you'll see what I mean.
Then again, it was a rush process at the end of that one. Well, to be fair, because like they changed him from having 3 seasons to 2.
Yeah.
So
I'm not. Yeah, there's a lot I don't like about. Yeah, we'll get to that in like 2 years' time. So all of a sudden, a Scottish man appears in front of Rose, and and it's like, hello. Okay.
From the north again.
No, so it's like the first things you hear after this regeneration is like, hello, okay. New teeth. That's weird.
Yeah.
So where was I? Oh, that's right. Barcelona.
And that's it.
And he smiles,
Like,
and that's the end of the episode.
I like his smile. It's goofy.
Oh, it's a good smile. It's a good smile. The new teeth really do come in useful. These are, I've had these teeth before.
What?
So that's the end of the Parting of the Ways, and goodbye to Chris Eccleston, the Ninth Doctor.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's sad because again, I generally think he's a really good Doctor.
The best Doctor is always opinionated, though.
It's opinionated, but I
'Cause
think
you grew up watching him, and then grew up watching.
I'm not saying Chris Eccleston is my favorite. I'm just saying if he was around for at least one more season, he could have been, in my opinion.
I mean, what would it even look like though?
It's hard to look because again, David Tennant. Because David Tennant has come in and just been like this fucking pop culture. If you mention Doctor Who to anyone, you picture David Tennant. David Tennant's made Doctor Who popular. Let's be realistic. So it's hard to picture what Series 2 would look like with Chris Eccleston. It is,
That's true.
Yeah. Like you can't picture like what would Doomsday look like with, and I don't think it would ever been like Doomsday if it was Chris Eccleston's Doctor, because they didn't have that chemistry. I don't know. I think that's one question you just can never answer because, like, I mean, it's not happened, has it? So
that's true.
And if it did happen, you wouldn't know David Tennant. So it's a very weird mixed bag of. But I think in theory,
it's the whole plan with what was it? Series 5 original with David Tennant.
Oh yeah, which would have been interesting.
He meets Amy when she's still called Amelia as a kid, but then goes off again.
That's the fucking awesome theory. He crash lands, injured, about to die.
Was that just a theory? I thought it was like an actual plan.
No. That was the plan. Sorry, yeah. So it's not a theory. That was the plan. What Stephen Moffat kind of pitched. He crash lands in a garden, injured and dying. Ben leaves, but then comes back into a life, but as a younger version of that Doctor, and then it does a full cycle back into that moment, and then he regenerates. So Series 5 would have always been his last season, but I think that would have been awesome. I mean, I'm happy with Matt Smith, so I'm happy that didn't happen, but that would have also been a cool thing.
That would have been cool.
I think seeing a Doctor dying at the beginning of a series, a bit like what Peter Capaldi's kind of did, that would be cool.
There was that fact that you brought up yesterday about David Tennant, how was he SL, like whenever we record it.
Yeah.
He appears in 11th Hour.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
But then he doesn't appear in 11th Hour.
I think that must have been written down wrong. I think must be,
unless it is going off on what that thing was. But again,
maybe I don't know.
Who knows?
I think that's another thing.
It's had almost like 15 years to go sort itself out.
So the real question is rating. What's your rating?
Probably a 9.
Yeah, 9. I'm tempted for 10, but I just think 9's like a very good placement.
10 is for the whole 2-parter as one whole.
Actually that's a good point.
It's set up.
It's the perfect 2-parter.
Answers every question.
We find out about
It does show that the eye can be destroyed.
But it's a perfect 2-parter. I think it is. It's a 10-10 2-parter. The writing's phenomenal. We get brought back old classic Who villains. The Daleks. Yeah. We get told about Bad Wolf. Satellite 5 has been dropped in throughout time, and then they use it perfectly for the end. I think it is a really good conclusion to Series 1.
The only question you would ask is what happens to Jack, because he's been brought back to life.
Yeah.
But then that gets answered.
But I do maybe have a little cheeky fact about that soon. But yeah, I would say 9 out of 10 for that episode. And then,
Go on.
and what would you say for the entire series?
For the entire series?
Yeah.
It's got its ups and downs.
It's got some
going to London.
Yeah.
That brings it down.
I still think series 1. Is it a 7 or 8?
I would say 7.5.
So, okay. I think
it's not the
it's
greatest because there are some missable episodes.
Yeah, but there's also some phenomenal episodes. I think series 1, 7.5 out of 10.
Same with every season apart from series
5. No, 5 is also a bit. Yeah. But yeah. 7.5 out of 10. I think that's a good first series. I think that's a good score.
Yeah.
You can't go wrong with that. Now, it's time for everyone's favorite part of the podcast. And series 1 and it's the final series 1 of Alan's Fun Facts. Woo! We all know you love it, Josh. Right, and I've actually got a lot of facts. I thought, considering it's the final, I should get some facts in. And Josh even heard me getting these facts in, so I bet you're intrigued a while. Because literally, I was getting.
He didn't have his camera on. I was getting really like. I was alone.
Yeah, generally. I had no camera on, but all he kept hearing was like, oh, damn, really? Oh, shit, I didn't know that. So Josh was like, bro, please. Anyways, so here are the fun facts of this episode. So, according to his book, The Writer's Tale, Russell T Davies planned to keep the departure of Chris Eccleston a secret. Now, this is where I was wrong. I was wrong about his evacuation. Apparently, I misread. So, Russell T Davies planned to keep the departure of Chris Eccleston a secret until the surprise regeneration. However, soon after the broadcast of The Unquiet Dead, the third episode of series, the BBC's press office prematurely announced Eccleston's departure, which was followed several weeks later by the confirmation that David Tennant has been signed as the new Doctor, thereby removing both elements of surprise from the episode. Can you imagine not knowing the regeneration were going to happen, though?
That's what happens with every kid.
To be fair, yeah, like if you didn't hear about Chris Eccleston's departure and you watched it, that would be like, whoa. But like, I think that would be so fun to watch an episode where you don't know he's going to regenerate. Like, I wish they kept it a surprise.
It's like the only problem with rewatching it. Like, obviously, I rewatch it probably.
It's one of my honestly, one of my favorite things is going on YouTube and finding people reacting to Doctor Who for the first time and watching a regeneration, because they have no fucking clue what's going on. But honestly, it almost gives you that like new, fresh set of eyes of like watching it first time, seeing someone else react to it. Because like like when the explosion of Chris Eccleston happens, their reactions are always like gob on the floor, like, and then David Tennant appears and they're like, because they don't know, they've never seen Doctor Who before. So I always like watching them kind of videos just because it gives me that kind of second. First time
do like a reaction to videos.
What, us reacting to other people reacting to Doctor Who? Yeah. So, and then we'll move on with the next one. According to Russell T Davies in Doctor Who magazine, Jack was left behind because they wanted to explore the effects of regeneration on Rose, noting that Jack would have taken the regeneration in his stride. So they kind of wanted, if Jack was there, he would have been a bit more all right with it, where I feel like Rose's reactions were more impactful, where if Jack was like stood next to Rose, it might have been a bit less,
impactful.
Yeah, like Rose was scared because she didn't know what was going on, where Jack would have been a bit more, maybe knowing what's going on or understanding. Yeah. Oh, look what happens in Journey's End, Yeah, so, and then David Tennant's portions of the regeneration scene was actually filmed much later than Chris Eccleston's, and without the presence of Billy Piper, Tennant's segment was recorded with him speaking to a piece of sticky tape indicating Piper's eyeline, then edited into the broadcast version. So Billy Piper went on set with David Tennant when he did that when he regenerated.
But the first time they meet, it's
literally it's literally just a stick with some probably eyes where
the first time they meet is when they're recording for the fucking Christmas special.
Yeah. So Yeah, so Doctor's just like yapping to a piece of a stick, pretty much. Like, oh, hello. Where I was like, to a stick. There was no words there at that point.
Oh, that's right. Barcelona.
Barcelona smiles at nothing.
That must have been so awkward.
Yeah.
I bet he would have been. I bet he's happy when like they just said cut.
Yeah.
That's a wrap.
Woo! And then for the last fact is Chris Eccleston wrote in his memoir that he was against the Doctor kissing Rose as he felt that their relationship was platonic and that made it too explicit. Which
That's what we were thinking.
Yeah, that's what we were thinking. Like, it's just, it doesn't work. I mean, it works, but it doesn't.
It works if it was David Tennant doing that.
Yeah.
If it did, because they actually had that relationship in the end.
Yeah,
Well,
like that would make sense. Where they again, it was
a Doctor. Did.
Yeah, but this one was a lot more platonic. The Ninth Doctor was more flirtatious with Linda.
Oh yeah, that's what else you missed. How awkward their fucking handshake was.
Awkward like handshake hug kind of situation. Yeah, I forgot about that. But yeah, like them two.
Rose is jealous of that, but he's not.
Again,
really...
you're platonic. You like
exactly.
Well, David Tennant, fair enough, but yeah,
like throughout the whole season, she's literally saying, "Oh yeah, that's your boyfriend." He's telling every other guy that, apart from Jack, that they're her boyfriend. He brings them along.
Jesus, but yeah, it's a weird one. But I do agree with Chris Eccleston on that.
I just don't. I'm starting to, like, when you said that you didn't like Rose, I was a bit like iffy on it, but now like rewatching it, analyzing everything, it's like I agree with you. Rose is a shit.
Yeah, she's shit. She's shit. She has her moments, but she's shit. And I will die on this hill. Bad. Everyone who's like saying that Rose is the best companion, best person in Doctor Who, you're wrong.
I really like series 1.
Mm.
Well, like I don't know if I mean series 2. David's first season, because that's one I always like used to watch first. But it just doesn't. I don't know how I'm gonna feel now that I've got a like sour taste of it now.
I've done this. I've planted my seeds.
You literally plotted against me.
It's just when everyone's like, "Oh, she's my favorite companion." Really? Do you know what Mickey's gone through? And like how like weird she is with a Doctor. There's so many things about Rose that I don't like about her.
It's Donna or Martha that like. And then again, I liked Clara
and Amy and Rory.
Amy was a dick. Amy was a dick to Rory. She's kind of got the similar vibe of Rose when you think about it.
I know, but but they're the perfect trio.
They are the perfect trio, but then the whole like you may certainly kiss the bride thing.
What about series 6? Okay, series 6 onwards though, there is no weirdness.
Yeah, it's why series 6 is probably
Did she? Yeah, okay, fair enough. But again, they don't not skip over it because Rory then finds out that the Doctor has like almost been intimate with, you know.
He's the perfect best friend to Rory.
Honestly, them as a trio are just. I could just watch them every series. Like
chef's kiss.
Generally. Right. Well, I guess that's the end of this series 1. Series 1 of a podcast done. I don't know. I don't know if I'm making it into a series podcast, but yeah. I mean, I hope everyone has enjoyed series 1.
We've enjoyed recording it.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure and a chore.
Because at the start we didn't really yap that much, and now
I mean 2 hours submitting, yeah. So I think you guys can tell we're getting a bit more with it. We're showing our
with the whole
showing our ugly mugs. Actual. Yeah, we're showing our ugly mugs now. So you know we're trying to increase our production.
Budget's going up.
It's going up
every season.
Yeah.
It's going up.
We don't see any of a budget. Our bank accounts does, but
yeah, we don't talk about that, guys.
Yeah. But we also do have some video ideas in the work, so we will be potentially getting a video or 2 out in the next few weeks. Hopefully, we'll see how that goes.
We'll try and stick to the weekly schedule.
Yeah. We're still gonna stick to the podcasts. That we're not gonna have like a 3-month hiatus on podcasts now. I'm just saying that there might be a random video on like a Friday occasionally, which is separate to the podcast. It's like an 8-episode thing we were on about last podcast.
Yeah.
Like, we'll have ideas. We want to expand the channel and see what we can do with it. Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
So, but anyways, well, thank you for watching Whovian Wire. We will be back for Christmas Invasion next week. And yeah, it's David Tennant's first proper episode, so exciting.
Right.
Bye.
Well, goodbye, everyone.
Right, goodbye. Hope everyone has a lovely whenever you watch it. And we will see you.
Day, night, 3 in the morning,
night.
like have your pouring
Cereal. Or if you're about to go into a spiral of thinking about Rose's quote about how like life is meaningless on Earth. I mean, whatever you're about to do.
Whatever.
Like I might be going into an existential dread when I finish this. Who knows?
I might just keep an eye on him, guys.
Right. Right. Hope everyone has fun. Godspeed. We will see you next week. Goodbye.
Goodbye.